These eggs are breaking a little bit differently than other eggs I might have cooked at different times, because every egg is going to break a little bit differently. But that's all right. I know roughly what to do, and I know what to do because I have done this before. You're starting to see a trend here. Notice I'm not freaking out. You know what I mean? I could burn this egg at any moment if I did the wrong thing. I could take a wrong turn. I could add too much milk here or too little. I added an exactly perfect amount, by the way, because I've done this before. And it's the same thing. And even though there's every opportunity for this to go badly, I'm not worried about it going badly because I've done it before. And when I did it, I learned from my mistakes, and I learned exactly the right way to profit from those mistakes and move forward. And that's how the LSAT is going to be when you take it. If you prepare for the LSAT properly, when you walk in on test day, pepper, by the way, largely overlooked egg ingredient, but not by us top chefs. So anyway, when you walk in to the test center on test day, you're not going to have to worry that maybe you don't know the right way to approach the test, because you will know, just like I know not to burn these eggs and how not to do it, because I've done it before. Now, by the way, little secret ingredient in the egg cooking thing, paprika. Good high quality Hungarian paprika. Don't get like the American paprika or the Mexican paprika. Those are, well, they don't taste good. If you try them out, you'll find out pretty quickly for yourself. Anyhow, you see now I'm folding the paprika in, right? I'm going to add some grated cheese in just a moment. Take the heat down a little bit. Now, this egg cooking process is not exactly the same as every other egg cooking process that I've ever done before. You know what I mean? Every time you cook eggs, it goes a little bit differently. Same thing with the LSAT. When you walk in on test day, you are probably going to see one or two question types that you've never seen before. Not question types, I shouldn't say that. But you're going to see one or two questions that are going to be of a slightly different type than things you might have seen. Like if you watched the previous video lesson on how to do the logic games using only a few basic simple concepts, my cheese is melting very, very nicely, this is going to be delicious. Anyway, so if you saw the video yesterday, let those warm through a little bit so they're a little bit less runny than they are. Voila, eggs a la LSAT. So anyway, if you watched, like I'm saying, the video yesterday, you saw there was a logic game in that video, or one question's worth of a logic game anyway, that we attempted, and it probably looked a little bit different than anything you might have seen before. I sort of go out of my way not to pay attention to other people's LSAT classification systems. Once I looked at them all and realized they were all kind of stupid, I sort of gave up on them. But as far as I'm aware, most of them do not have a game type that takes into account like sort of spatial relationships like that game did yesterday, the first one. You're going to see stuff like that when you walk in. You're going to see things that will be slightly different. Eggs, by the way. Finish this up real fast because I want to eat this while it's hot. So yeah, you're going to see things on test day that will be a little bit different. Just like today, the yolk of that egg was a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, used a little bit more, a little bit less coconut oil, a little bit more, a little bit less milk, different type of cheese maybe, whatever. But I know how eggs are supposed to come out, and I can adjust as I'm doing it. It's the same thing if you have a good LSAT system. You don't have to walk in and hope to God that you know every single thing that you're going to see, although with the right type of system, you kind of will. But you're going to encounter some type of manifestation of something that's going to be a little bit different from what you saw. If it's not exactly the same words on every single test, of course, there's going to be some difference, right? Don't freak out about that. There's no need to. Remember, if you practice the LSAT properly, just like you cook eggs properly a lot of times, you get better and better at it. When you walk in, even though the situation is going to be a tiny little bit different on any given day, you're going to know exactly what you should do, and you're going to know how to adapt to any of those things. And once you know how to adapt to any of those slight variations that you might perceive in the test, well, it doesn't matter that you're only taking it one time. If you practice properly, you can get to a situation where every single time you take it, it's your best performance, 180, because you know what to do. You know exactly how the questions work. You know which things are always going to be the same, which things might change a little bit. For instance, again, the eggs might be a little bit bigger or smaller, but they're still going to be eggs. They're still going to have yolks and whites and stuff like that. You might pour a little bit too much milk, a little bit less milk. The eggs might be runnier or whatever, but you adapt, and the test is the same. All right, so anyway, simple, quick lesson. Hope you enjoyed watching my culinary skills with a Z, and I will talk to you very soon. All right, thanks. Bye. Oh wait, gotta do the Rachel Ray Food Network. Oh my god, this food's delicious thing. Hold on. Okay, see if I can do it. How's that?